Hey everybody, welcome to another discussion video here at TheBitBlock. My name is Josh Thomas, and I am joined by RogersBase.
What's poppin'? What's going on?
What? We are here to talk about our post-review Splatoon thoughts. This is a discussion for Splatoon after the game is out. We've had some time to play around with it.
Yeah, it's like after the rose ceremony from The Bachelor, only it's after the review. That's pretty much like what we're doing.
That's exactly what we are doing right now.
And then we have to choose whether or not we want Callie or Marie to continue on with us.
I don't want either of them to continue.
No, Marie is way better than Callie, and that's not even a question.
Which one is Callie?
Callie's the one with the nasty bangs. And
is she the jaded one?
She's the purple one, and Marie's the green one.
Well, why would you describe them that way when you?
Because that's like what their colors are. What?
No, the blonde-haired one or the dark-haired one? The
blonde-haired one for sure.
The blonde-haired one sucks.
She's way better. What?
No, she contributes nothing.
Yes, she does.
She's jaded beyond belief. She's always like the other ones. The other one's like giving you the descriptions of the stages and like being energetic and stuff, and she's just like,
That's why Marie's better. Are you kidding me right now?
I don't relate to her at all.
I am not jaded at all. I'm one of the most happy, jolly, happy-go-lucky people that I possibly know. But I would definitely marry Marie over Callie if I was an Inkling. And you're crazy.
No.
Marie's best quote. No, Marie. No, we're continuing this. Marie's best quote in the game. She says, "Winning is temporary, but looking cool is forever." And that's the most important lesson any game character could ever teach you.
Listen, you can't win my heart over with one good quote, though, so she's not going to do it.
Another quote. Callie's like, it's not a quote. I don't know it offhand, so like, don't judge me. But it's one where like, Callie says, "I'm always being mobbed by screaming fans," and Marie's like, "They must think you're me." Like, she's way better.
She sounds like a bitch, frankly.
She's better.
She's a squiddy bitch.
This is why you don't like Elsa, and Elsa is my wife.
Oh, Elsa's awful. I mean, listen.
Let it go, all right? Let's continue the conversation,
But
please.
we're talking about Callie and Marie, which is a pretty good segue. No, but listen, this is an important thing. Must we be interrupted by these two doofuses every time we start the game?
Okay, that's something that I actually don't
That's annoying.
mind. And I've seen a lot of people talk about that. I actually don't mind it at all, because it's not every time you start the game. It's every 2 hours.
No, it's every time you start the game.
That's true. But when they start the game, it's every 2 hours when you're playing, though, in a chunk. And usually I'm playing in a chunk. But when you start the game, they need to be there to tell you what's going on. They got to be like, these are the maps. This is what's going on. These are the items. This is what's in the stores. This is what you missed.
Well, they don't say this is what's in the stores. They just say what the maps are in ranked and turf battles.
No, I know, but they still tell you that like there's gear and there's other stuff. They might not tell you exactly what it is, but they tell you to go check the shops.
Why can't they just have like one of those big bulletin boards? I look up at it and it tells me what the stages currently are. Why do I have to be...
That doesn't have a personality.
Neither does reading the same text every single day.
This is coming from the dude who... His favorite game is Captain Rainbow. I almost said a really bad word. Good Lord.
Yeah, but Captain Rainbow is just sexy and glorious in every way. Everything in there.
Stop in that game. They're blah, 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 blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. And then little Max telling you to go get him a pizza or some garbage.
When I start Splatoon, I am ready to squirt my juices everywhere.
No.
And I don't need to listen to these two idiots yammer on. I mean, at least shorten it or just give me the option to skip it when I feel like.
That does not bother me at all. But what does bother me is the lack of voice chat. And I know voice chat isn't the best. I know voice chat is not the best on the Wii U. The gamepad mic is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
And the last time that Nintendo tried voice chat on a system was with City Folk, with that weird microphone that you hook up to your TV. That was also garbage. But I wish there was just like a good like headset mic that I could talk to people while I'm playing Splatoon, because I did a ton of Splatoon matches yesterday with Nintendo. And the two of us were playing the game together, and nonstop, back and forth, while we were on Skype, we were winning every single match because we were able to strategize with each other. And I understand.
So you're complaining about something that you're doing anyway. That's interesting.
No. I'm just saying it should be in the game in general. I shouldn't have to have Skype open.
But then that means that they'd have to gimp things in the game in order to get that to run smoothly.
The game is like not even 2 gigs when you download it, so they wouldn't have to gimp anything. Just like
to make it run smooth, if you're adding another thing that it needs to process, that's gonna obviously be something Nintendo has to work around.
Like, I have a legitimate complaint, and you're talking about Callie and Marie. I can't even believe this right now.
Yeah, Callie and Marie is, stop it. But voice chat, I don't care. Voice chat, just use Skype.
I mean, yeah, I guess, okay, so the Skype...
Which you did.
Yeah, which I did do, so that's fine. All right.
Use it on your phone. Use it on your tablet. Use it on your laptop. Use it on your PC. Use it
All
on a
right,
piece of
Josh.
toast.
All right.
Jesus.
Jesus. I think we're both in agreement, though, that we love this game.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're just aggravated by some of the things that are in
Yeah,
the game.
I mean, this whole video doesn't have to be us bitching and moaning.
No, of course
I mean,
not,
we
'cause
we're going to talk about what we like as well.
Yeah, of course. Let's just get the nasty stuff out of the way so we could just
End it on a
start
high
praising
note.
it. Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
Here's something that's pretty bold of me to say. Are you ready for
all right,
this?
I'm ready.
Nintendo released a game that was only half finished.
Yeah, it's called putting a game in beta. That's what. That's what
but
it was.
I don't like that. I don't like that idea. I think finish the game, then give it to me.
I'm kind of in agreement, but I see why they did it because they needed a game for summer. There wasn't anything. They were like, okay, well, we can get out half the game now and just release the rest as like free DLC in August or October or whenever they're going to be doing that. And that's fine to me because I was going to buy the game day one anyway, but I could totally understand why people are frustrated by that. It's just, to me, there's enough content between going through the maps, collecting gear, raising the levels on your gear, meeting people online, drawing Miiverse posts. There's a lot. The single-player missions, the amiibo missions, which I love. I feel like there's enough content there for me to enjoy it, so long as I don't just like splurge my way through it until August.
So yeah, I mean, I think I've been playing the game for about 2 weeks now, and I am kind of reaching that point where I'm like, man, geez, there's really not a lot of stages to play in.
Right.
And so just playing the same stage over and over again, and like even the way they have it set up to where there's only 2 stages available every like 2 or 4 hours, I think that's bad because it really wears down the stages much more. Like if you're constantly playing the same stage over and over and over and over again, it kind of loses its appeal as opposed to just putting them all in the rotation.
Well, I know eventually they're going to probably make more stages go in. I mean, they are making more stages go in the rotation once there's like the free DLC and the paid DLC and all that stuff that's coming. But I'm curious if they're going to actually up the amount of stages that you'll have per mode per 2 hours, or if that's always just going to be 2.
Mm-hmm. There's space for a third one, by the way. Have you noticed that when you're in the lobby and it shows it?
Totally
there's
is.
Clearly spaced for just another one. I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
I don't know.
But yeah,
maybe they just want people to get used to each stage by like repeating it and playing it constantly, and then I don't know.
I mean, do they do that in Mario Kart or Smash Brothers or any other game?
No, but I guess the thing is when you're playing with Mario Kart, you're in a lobby and then you can each choose what stage you want to play on. So if you're in a lobby and everybody wants to play Rainbow Road, you're going to keep playing Rainbow Road. But Splatoon doesn't even give you the option. It's just, these are the 2 maps, this is what you get.
I think the reason they did it this way is because there's not a lot of maps in the game, and eventually they might actually just update the game to where you can pick. Which would be ideal. I don't really like the way they have that set up at all. Because, like, I played in the warehouse, which is, like, one of my favorite stages. I played in that one, I'm not even kidding, 6 times in a row.
That happened last night to me, too. But I think that might be an issue just with that new stage that was added, that Port Mackerel. Because for the first 4 matches that I tried, like, entering on Port Mackerel, I got a communications error every single time. Every single time. Not even, like, it took me a half an hour to get to a working Port Mackerel stage. And then every other time I was just entered in the warehouse, and I'm like, well, okay, this is fine, I guess.
See, I actually didn't have that problem. I played in the Port Mackerel thing without any troubles, but I was getting the warehouse way more often.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that stage, by the way?
Warehouse is fun. The warehouse is fun. It's just that if you are a Splattershot player or if you're not using like a roller, you can very easily get like 300 right off the bat. If you just walk up to the top corner where there's like the walkway that leads over to the top, where there's 2 grates where you could shoot down on the ground and trap people. If you walk up to the top left and walk over that walkway and just aim your gun sideways, and you aim forward but you walk sideways down that grating and you just keep shooting, if you have a far enough range on your gun, you can easily get like 300 points right off the bat in like the first 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of Port Mackerel?
Port Mackerel I actually think is really fun. But my favorite stage, by far and away, unquestionably, is Black Belly Skate Park.
Yeah.
I think the skate park is probably the best designed shooter stage I've played in the last 5 years. And that's not meant to be hyperbole. I honestly think of every game that I've played that's a shooter in the past 5 years, my favorite map so far is Black Belly Skate Park because it has so many awesome parts about it. One, because like with Splatoon and how the whole game takes place where you're shooting on the ground and you're like covering the ground with paint, Black Belly, has curves all around it. So you're constantly working on curved surfaces, which is way more fun when you're doing jumps in the air as a squid. There's great places to camp in it. Like if you're shooting onto the little, there's a little platform with the grate, like right when you first enter the skate park, and if you go straight forward, and if you walk around the grate on the top, you go into that little alcove where you can just wait and like snipe out people. Then there's the tower in the middle. There's the awesome like little battleground areas on the side with the things sticking out for cover. I love Black Valley Skate Park. I mean, that's far and away my favorite stage.
Yeah, I'd agree. That is my favorite as well. I like how there's like many layers to it.
Yeah.
You know, there's lower, and yeah, that one's just great. It's really well designed.
Yeah.
I hate the mall.
Oh, the mall. Arowana Mall sucks.
Yeah, that one. You know what I hate about it?
Yeah.
It's like really narrow, and it has those very steep ramps that you have to get over. So you always get caught on it. You're like, you have to stop and shoot some more ink to get the very top of it, and then you can go. And when you get over, there's already people over there waiting to shoot at you and stuff. And it's the design doesn't flow very well.
I am not a fan of Arowana Mall at all. But I'm always happy when I get it because I almost never lose because I have the 52 gal decal almost always, and the range is like perfect to get up those ramps and just completely cover the stage in paint. And rarely do I ever lose on that stage because of the way it's laid out.
I think is the new stage called Port Mackerel?
Yeah.
Or is it Mackerel something? I think it's Port
It's
Mackerel.
Port Mackerel.
I
like Salt Spray Rig too. That's a close second. I really like Salt Spray Rig.
Salt Spray Rig is the one we were
That's the one with like the one on the bottom and the one on the top with the two areas, and there's like the two side areas that go out kind of like tentacles.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
That's the one we were just talking about that you said was your favorite.
No. My favorite is Black Valley Skate Park. My second
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
is
Oh,
Salt
my
Spray
God.
Rig.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Salt Spray Rig. That one is my favorite.
Oh, weird. No, the skate park for me is
Yeah.
unquestionably the best. But the rig is definitely my close second because of the way it layers.
Yeah, that's why I said layers. Why didn't you ask me what the hell I was talking about?
Because the skate park does the same thing. Because the skate park has the low dips, and then you've got like the little alcoves on the mid ground, and then you've got the high ground with the tower.
Yeah, that's a good.
So I assumed you were talking about that. Yeah.
I think now that there are 6 stages, there are only 2 that I actually don't really care to play in. They're the mall and they're Port Mackerel.
Yeah, I don't know. Mackerel's fun, at least to me. The mall I could do without.
Mackerel seems like there's no design going on. It's just a bunch of like boxes.
Also, what happened? I remember during the Splatoon Direct, they were talking about there being like a camp stage. Remember this? Like
that one I cannot wait to play in.
Yeah, well, I thought that was in like the initial pack of 6 or whatever. Like, what happened?
I don't know why that one's not out. It seems finished. They've been showing that for like a long time.
And they talked about it in the Direct, so I was really shocked that I haven't seen that stage yet.
Yeah, and that one looks really cool. I can't wait to play on that one.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that one will be. Are they planning on maybe releasing like a new one every week? I don't know.
I hope so, but I don't think so.
Yeah. So
by the way, speaking of new things that are released, I hate the Zapper gun. That is not fun to use at all.
Really? What do you hate about it?
Just everything. Like the rate of fire is fine, but like it doesn't do that much damage. The secondaries aren't very good on it. Like, it's just kind of the standard bomb and echolocator. It's kind of like subpar. And there's so many other better guns. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I like that it's in the game, but I'm never going to use it ever.
So, yeah, I thought it, like, as a weapon, I thought it was okay. I agree that, like, the secondary stuff and the special items that you get with it are not that good.
Yeah. I was really surprised that doesn't have Ink Strike as its special move. Because I'm thinking in terms of like guns and weaponry and war and stuff. I don't know. I was thinking like the Duck Hunt game. I thought you were going to get Ink Strike for some reason.
You know what's weird? In like the official guide for this game, they showed the NES Zapper, but they also showed it in orange as like a separate weapon.
Right. Well, there's 2 versions, just like in real life. There were 2 versions. The one that came out in 85 and the one that came out in like 89 or whatever.
Can we get the orange one right now?
No. So that one comes out probably in a later release.
Oh, that's stupid. How are we going to get excited about the same weapon again?
Well, I think they're probably going to release them, like you said, weekly with a new stage or something. I don't know.
If they give us like weekly updates for this game, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I need my El Delfino stage. I need it.
Oh, that's got. You know what I was thinking would be really cool if they introduced like. Oh, I guess this would have to be a mode, so they'd never do it. But imagine if it was like one team is using ink, but the other team has flood, and it's sort of like not who inks the most territory, but it's like clean territory versus ink.
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Yeah, that would be an interesting.
I bet you that's going to be a DLC mode. I would put money on that actually.
The only issue with that though is you need to be able to swim in ink as the squid.
You could swim in water as the flood. It will just be clear.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything if there's never anything Mario Sunshine in this, I'm gonna be.
Well, there will absolutely be something Mario Sunshine. I think it's just a matter of time. It's waiting.
Did you see in the Iwata Asks interview, the developers said they forgot about Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, no, they didn't. That's them being coy about.
I hope so. That
is for sure what that is.
They're like, yeah, we were making the game, and then at E3, a lot of people were comparing it to Super Mario Sunshine, and we were like, oh, right, that game.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you possibly forget the greatest 3D Mario game?
The game that we're predicting is going to get a full-on sequel or a remake at E3 this year. Yeah, I'm sure they completely forgot about it. Yeah, for sure.
13 days. 13 days, we're going to know.
13 days, that's it, man.
Here's something I complained about. I'm curious what your thoughts are.
This isn't very positive so far.
No, but we're going to be positive. We're going back and forth. We both love the game. But I think
we do. We love it.
When you really love something, I think that's when you can critique it more.
Yeah.
Because you just thought about it more.
I love you, baby, but you did me wrong.
The shoe style in this game is garbage.
What? The shoes are cute.
No, I hate most of the shoe style in this game.
That's crazy. The shoe styles are super cute. I use the cherry kicks. Cherry kicks OP.
What are the cherry kicks? What are they?
They're like the maroon raspberry looking colored shoes. They're like sneakers, and they have the double speed up as their abilities or whatever. Oh, they're the best. I love them.
What real life sneakers are they mostly like?
They honestly don't look like any real life sneakers.
Oh, well, because I hate the ones that look like Converse and Vans. I hate.
Oh yeah.
But I like the ones that kind of look like
the high tops. I like the high tops.
Yeah, the ones that look like they'd be like Supras or like Adidas or something.
Yeah. I like those.
Yeah, those are the only ones that I'll wear. Like everything else, I'm so disappointed in. It's ridiculous.
So I'm curious. What is your favorite layout right now? What's the outfit, your go-to outfit right now?
So much like I do with every game that I play, I try to coordinate things properly. So that's why I always lose in Mario Kart 8 because I'm always going with colors going together and stuff.
Wow.
So that's basically how I dress up my Inkling. I don't have them unlocked in the final copy of the game, although I did in the review copy. But I really, really like the shiny gold high tops. Those are amazing.
Oh, those are really cool, yeah.
I think right now I'm wearing the zombie high tops. They're for some reason called zombie. They're like a teal and orange.
Oh, yeah.
And so I matched that with a teal t-shirt. And then I think I have a trucker hat on. Trucker shell hat.
What? Mine is my current, I guess my layout's not that much better, but I have the cherry kicks. And then I've got that really nice white and blue striped long sleeve t-shirt.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I just really like that. And then for my helmet, I have the green squid amiibo helmet, the power helmet or whatever it's called.
What is the green squid amiibo helmet?
It looks like a robot squid.
Well, then you can't see your Inkling.
Doesn't matter. He looks cool. He's like this robot decked out in cool hipster clothes. I love him.
The Inkling is too damn cool to cover up. Which brings me to my question to you.
Yes.
How the hell do you do anything with amiibo in this game? I can't figure it out.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, I scanned the amiibo and it's give your amiibo a nickname and I did all that and then it's just all right, bye. What do I do?
No. So what you do is when you put your amiibo on the thing, it'll give you a choice of missions. No. But in order to actually do amiibo missions, you have to clear single player.
Oh, okay. See, I have done that, but it was in the review copy. Now I'm playing with the re-review copy.
It unlocks more missions as you clear single player.
Okay.
And so after you clear the first world, then it opens up amiibo missions for you where you can remix basically the first world's missions and then you get to do them as a Kraken, as the green squid, and there's roller missions and other missions with the Inkling girl and the Inkling boy. I actually love the amiibo support. I wish there were more games that had amiibo support like this.
Yeah.
Because I honestly feel like this is one of the best uses of amiibo so far.
Mm-hmm. See, I haven't used it yet, obviously, but I do know what it is, and just knowing what it is, I can already say that it's probably the best amiibo support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say this, though, is if I was someone who didn't go out day one and buy a 3-pack of the amiibo, I would be royally pissed that all this stuff isn't already in the game. Because that's a lot of content. That's essentially locked behind a money wall. Yeah, because it's remixes. I mean, it's not full-on new missions, but it's remixes of single-player missions, and there's all of them, and they all get you really good armor, and you all get cool-looking gear. It unlocks mini-games in the game, and none of this stuff, you can't get any of this stuff without the amiibos.
See, that's the way I want it, because I feel
I'm in agreement, because we buy amiibos.
Right.
Because you and me, we're those people who go out and get them. But for if I was 12, and my mom was what game do you want for Christmas? And I say I want Splatoon. And then that's the only game I get, and then half of the content is locked behind a paywall. I would be royally upset if I was a 12-year-old. I mean, as us, as two grown men with good jobs who can buy this stuff, of course it's fine. We don't care. And then it's like, then we have something special, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if I was a kid, I'd be upset.
Yeah, I mean, but it's sort of like, you know, Disney Infinity and Skylanders. Those require the figures.
Yeah, but
to play.
it's not the same because you get figures when you buy the games. You get like 3 figures. Well, you can at least play a lot of the game. You can still play Toy Box mode with those characters.
Right, but you still get the game. Like Splatoon already has a single-player mode and the turf battles and the local mode and the gear and all that.
It's not a complaint. It's just an observation. Like I think it's weird.
But yeah, but I think you'll agree. Like that's what I want Amiibo to be. I want it to be something that's like substantial and interesting. Like some of the Amiibo support is so bad, I haven't even felt that it's worth taking the time to scan the figure.
Side note, though, Woolly World's Amiibo support is pretty on point.
No.
Yes, it is. With the little different colored Yoshis with all the different Smash Brothers.
Right.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like the official yarn Yoshi plushie. That's bad. Like that's just getting you a second Yoshi. That's dumb.
No. But I mean the Smash Brothers costume support. Where you get like that's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what else do you want to talk about with Splatoon? I mean, there's
everything. What's your favorite weapon? I'm curious.
So I'm still trying to figure out who I am in Splatoon in that regard. Actually, I still don't know. Like I was, you know what's weird?
Reflection show.
It's weird. Before I was playing, when this game was like only reviewers were playing it, I was way better than I am right now. Like right now, I'm pretty sucky. I'll fully admit that. Like
yeah, there's people like me and Rapture and Warchamp who are playing it like 24/7 as like losers. Getting really good at the game.
Right. I don't have like that amount of time to devote to it right now. So it's like when I go in, I'm like always losing. Like
also, I'm calling out Andre right now. Calling him out right now.
Listen, I'm happy. Go.
Everybody on my stream was like, Base God Andre, he's so good at Splatoon, blah, blah, blah. Get this man in a room with me.
Let's do it.
Get this man's little Splattershot Junior bullshit out of here.
I love this.
I'll wipe that man to the floor with my 52 gal deco. Get the hell out of here, Andre.
Finally, somebody who's
Jump on here.
Somebody who's on a BitBlock video alongside me that's not cheering on Game Explain.
Nah, man. Get out of here, Andre.
Well, this is happening now.
I love you, man, but I'll blow you back. You're gone, man.
Oh, God, we got to make this happen now.
Well, it will happen, for sure.
Yeah, his skills have been pretty talked about.
I played with Derek the other day. He was ass.
Okay.
It was garbage, so fine. Show me Andre or show me death.
What do you usually average? How many
When I first started, which is funny because the first clip, shout out to Kate over at Nintendo, who takes the picture of the first round I entered on Splatoon, where I got like 450 points, and she puts it on the official Nintendo of America Twitter today.
Oh.
I log out, and all these people are like, oh, did you know you're on the official Nintendo of America Twitter? And I'm like, what? And I click, and she posted an image of her at the top of the leaderboard with me with like 400 points, and it's public. And it says RogersBase. And I'm like, really, Kate? Really?
That's too good. I love it. I already thought the world of Kate, and now I like her.
I love her. She's great. But no, I'm averaging about 800 to 1,000 per match.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if I lose. If I win, then it's usually like 1,000 to 1,200.
Mm-hmm. See, that used to be me. I don't know. My Splatoon game lasted just a little bit, and now I'm just garbage.
That's probably because of your weapon. What weapon are you using? Are you not adapting?
I keep making the mistake of trying to make my Inkling look the coolest.
No, well, that's fine. I don't think that's a huge deal. Like, I think you can actually find good gear that looks cool and you can coordinate. Mm-hmm. It's really about what your weapon type is. Like, the gear does matter and you do get little bonuses from it, but ultimately it comes down to what your weapon choice is and how you're actually playing the game.
So I don't have the weapon that I used to use unlocked yet.
What you used to use?
What is the one that's like a clear plastic? It's like a splatter shot, but it's got like a picture of a starfish on the side.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even have that unlocked yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, I must. I don't know. Is that like before level 17?
It's like square shaped in a way, and it's clear, like you can see through it, and then there's a picture of a starfish on the side, and it's like some sort of special upgrade that he makes for you.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either. It's kind of like a splatter shot gun. I need to learn the names of the weapons right now. I'm not really...
I love, like I said, the 52 gal deco is just... It's the best. It's the best. It has Ink Strike as its special...
Oh, don't get me started on the people who use Ink Strike at the last second.
It has Ink Strike as its special move. It's got the Seekers, the little
Those are great.
Oh, they're amazing. What are those things called in real life? The little like robot vacuum things. What are those called? Roombas. It's like these little Roomba seekers you throw out.
I call them the sharks.
The Roombas are what they are. And Roomba, you got your Ink Strike, and then the Deco is just an amazing gun because it's got a pretty good rate of fire, and its damage is like off the charts. Where basically, if you're jumping in the air and like jump shotting someone, you can kill them in 2 shots easy. And it's never difficult to like get a kill, and it still has a really good spread where if you begin the game in something like Arowana Mall and you just aim sideways and get all your points, within the first 30 seconds you'll get like 300 points, and then the whole rest of the match you could just focus on killing people and let your teammates take up the rest of it, and then like maneuver around the stage by shooting up ramps and switting up. It's fantastic. I love that gun.
What is your favorite sub-weapon?
Oh, so you mean the Seekers and the bombs and all that stuff?
No, that would, I consider those to be like your items.
Okay.
The sub-weapon would be...
the Ink Strike, I mean, for sure.
You're such a garbage person, Roger.
No, it's the best.
You're such a garbage person.
And you know what? I'm a jerk when I use the Ink Strike too, because a lot of the time is I'll get it, and I know I'm still going to win, and it's like the last 10 seconds of the match, and I just wait, and I don't use it, and then at second one, I press
garbage
the button,
man.
Fills it up. Oh.
You are a garbage man.
It's beautiful.
That is the garbage man technique.
Unsuspecting Inkling's eyeballs. Oh, it's the best.
Oh God, I would expect you to use a noob-like tactic like that.
No, echolocator is garbage. Get that stuff out of here.
Well, yeah, I'm really annoyed when people know where I am when they use that. It's like,
It's like, oh, please show me where you are, so you could just come face me and I'll shoot you in the mouth, idiot. Get out of here. Get splatted.
Oh man, do you feel there are any weapons that you take your Splatoon way too seriously?
I take it really seriously. I love it, man.
You know what? I think my favorite sub weapon is the one that's like a little. It's either the sprinkler or the little shower thing.
Oh yeah,
so you hide behind it. Like you can use it as a shield. Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome.
I like that on the regular 52 cal gun too, not the deco one, but on the 52 cal. Is your sub one is it creates like the wall of paint. You just have like this wall, and it's just like spraying down paint, and you can shoot behind it. That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's not a special move though. I think that's just one of the items.
Yeah, that's an item. Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what my favorite special is then.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny because like there are things that I complain about with this game, but overall it's just such a like creative, unique, amazing game, and like it's only going to keep getting better. But I hope that it keeps getting better at like a really nice, steady pace to where we're not waiting like 2 months before we hear an update about some content.
You know, I honestly don't think that will be an issue. I just don't. I feel like it won't be an issue for this reason. Because you and me are the kind of people, we have Mario Kart, we have Smash Brothers, and we have Splatoon, right? We have all 3 of those games. We play all those games constantly. Well, I have a feeling Nintendo is going to dole out DLC for these 3 titles sort of intermittently. Well, whenever you're kind of getting bored of one, it'll be like, oh, well, don't worry, jump to this other game and we have new DLC. And then you forget about the other game, you come back to it, and then there'll be more DLC there. That's how I think they're going to like play it out.
Yeah, Nintendo's definitely really got DLC now, I think. You know, like you just mentioned, those 3 games are all pretty actively getting DLC. And so it's pretty great to, it's great to be able to play a game for much longer than you would have normally been playing it.
Yeah, can we get some more Pikmin 3 DLC, please?
I'm listening.
Please?
I'll take it.
Pikmin 4, please?
I think the DLC will be a whole new game.
Yeah, probably.
It won't be like the battle mode DLC that we'll be seeing in 13 days.
No. Oh, by the way, hold on. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
If you don't want to know the final boss of Splatoon, skip ahead like 2 minutes.
Well, I'll put an annotation where you can skip ahead right now.
Okay. Oh my god, the final boss. Oh my god. The best final boss of any game that Nintendo has made for the past like 5 years.
It was pretty great.
Oh my god, it's the perfect amount of challenge, the music, the dialogue that happens during the fight, the DJ just himself. Oh, I love it. It tests everything that you've learned up to that point. Best final boss fight.
Yeah, I was really impressed by how like long it was going on for.
Oh my god. And when you find out halfway through about the Squid Sisters and you're like, yo! And you find out their relationship, oh, it's done.
You didn't already put that together?
Well, I kind of did based on the pictures, but like when it got confirmed to me, I was like, not bad.
Yeah, I was
That
definitely,
final fight's amazing.
I was excited about that final boss too. I was like,
I actually, even though most of the bosses are pretty easy, I actually like all the bosses.
Yeah, they're all like pretty clever and creative. Yeah, they were really good. Well done.
What's the Octomaw? What's the one where you shoot out its teeth and then throw the bomb in its mouth?
Oh, that's like a fish.
I love that thing.
Yeah,
that's
that
like
was really
one of
cool.
my favorite boss battles. I love that.
Did you instantly know to throw the bomb in its mouth?
Yeah, so as soon as I blew off its teeth and he was like looking sad and I saw the hole in his mouth, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have to throw something in there. Because at first I started shooting and it didn't work, and then as soon as I threw a bomb, I mean, but I learned like on the very first try, like it wasn't something where I accidentally like died or he had to like regenerate himself or something.
Yeah, see, it took me longer to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do once I broke his teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the other bosses are pretty easy. Like the one that was rolling around like a wheel, and then you have to just like shoot in front of him, and then he slows down.
Yeah,
that was kind of an easy one. I mean, most of them were pretty easy, but like those final two were just great.
Yeah, and like for me, even if something's easy, as long as it's like clever and enjoyable, I don't really care so much. You know, I don't necessarily need to die in order to really like the boss battle. So even though they were kind of easy, I actually genuinely enjoyed them all.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
And I think they're creative, and especially the DJ, and especially the Octomaw. I bet you will probably see them as bosses in a future Smash Brothers game.
So what do you did you check out the update that actually just went live like an hour ago or so?
No, so I actually haven't played yet today. Why? What happened?
Well, Nintendo wasn't very specific with what the update improves, but one thing that people definitely noticed is that the frame rate is now better in Inkopolis.
Ooh, nice. Very good.
Before it was like 30 frames per second, and now they got it up even better than that. So, you know, oh God, I'm really happy I remembered to do this because I have to complain about something.
Yeah.
So I actually really like the Battle Dojo mode for 2 players. I think it's pretty cool.
I have not yet even played it yet.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's not as fun as playing online, but it's like, yeah, it's fun for a like local multiplayer thing.
Yeah.
So Nintendo introduced this new stage and this new weapon, but you can't use either of them in the Battle Dojo mode.
What?
So it's still just, you can only play the 5 stages. You can't play new stages in Battle Dojo, apparently, when they update.
I'm sure that'll be updated eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. That's a huge oversight. Sure. Like, it should be available right away. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. And you can't use the Zapper gun as a weapon.
What?
Yeah, so hopefully they update that, because that'll be...
One thing I do want to talk about while we're talking about Inkopolis and Battle Dojo and stuff, I love the Miiverse support in this game, too. I love the graffiti on the walls.
That's really cool.
All the different... Oh, the Squidward memes and the King of the Hill memes.
No, see, but that's what I'm done with. I'm done with the memes. And this whole game is filled with memes. That's cheapening it. It's cheapening it.
You're objectively wrong. No. The memes are what make it hysterical. When I walk into Inkopolis and I see Squidward's face, and it says like Squidward was here or something, and you see like, oh, it's perfect.
But that makes sense. That works.
No. I know, but everyone's being clever about it. Like I haven't seen a meme that wasn't clever or funny that was on there. Like there were like the King of the Hill characters done like squids, where it's like selling my ink today. It was just like there's been funny shit that I haven't seen on any other thing.
There's a Hank Hill squid somewhere.
Yes, yeah. He says I'm like selling ink products and ink related whatever it is. Yeah, it was so funny.
Okay, I take it back.
Yeah, and then there's like Squidward faces all over. And
I've seen the Squidward. I saw one that was like.
There was one. I literally burst out laughing during a multiplayer match. I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna lose the match now," because it was the skate park. And I wish I was even recording this match too, because I would have uploaded it as a video, because I was like dying laughing so hard. My stream was like rolling with me. It was on the skate park, and that first little like standing platform that you see when you walk in the skate park always has graffiti on it, like always. Mm-hmm. And the image that was on there said Squidward was here, and it was like written on the top left. But I guess the way they sparked it out on Miiverse, on the bottom left, it was like in the perfect part underneath the grating, it was just like, it said Squidward is dead now, and it looked like it was dead by like a 5-year-old. And Squidward was like lying there with little flowers, and his eyes were bugging out, and there was blood everywhere, and I was crying laughing. And I don't even know why it was that funny. I wish I had video footage of it. But it was that kind of thing that I was just like, oh, this is the best Miiverse support I've ever seen in a game ever. It's like seeing it just naturally in the world of Splatoon. Like it's not like in the background somewhere. It's not like a message with like weird little Miis popping up on a Mario stage. Like it's natural. It makes sense to have graffiti on the walls in this game. I love it.
Yeah, and I mean they even went the extra mile to make sure that it didn't just look like the post, that it actually looks like graffiti.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Fun fact, I'm actually banned from Miiverse.
What? For what? What'd you do? Did you like draw a picture of someone splatooning?
So one night, me and Dan we thought it'd be really funny to see like how easy it would be to hide penises in photos and get it past the Miiverse mods. So we were drawing penises and trying to hide that in another picture, but they caught on to us. They were really. Listen, hats off to the Miiverse mods. They can find.
Let me tell you,
find
Brent,
a dick in a haystack.
Brent and the other guys who are working on Miiverse over at Nintendo, they know what's up. They know. They can spot that from a mile away.
They can spot a dick from a mile away. I gotta give it to them.
I was never banned from Miiverse, but I had a post deleted. It was actually my first ever post because I had just gotten the Wii U and I didn't know whether or not you could post in other communities for games you didn't have yet. And when I got the Wii U, I didn't get any game with it. I just had Nintendo Land, and so I was like just trolling on other different like posts and other different communities and like posting up stuff. And the first community I went on was like the Cabela's hunting game or whatever. And I just put a picture. I like drew a picture of shit with like flies drawing around it. And then I wrote this game next to it. And I posted that on Miiverse and it got banned immediately. It got deleted immediately. And now forever, like the way they delete posts is it'll delete the post from Miiverse, but forever you can still see the post that you deleted. Like that they deleted, you could still see the post. So all my other Miiverse posts have like 50 to like 100 little happy yeahs on them because like people follow me via Twitter or whatever, and then they follow me in Miiverse. And then you just go back through my feed and then you go back to my very first post and it's just a picture of Dung sitting in the Cabela's community writing this game. So
I approve.
Yeah.
I absolutely approve. Can you get unbanned from Miiverse somehow?
I don't think so, no.
Wow,
you have to like
that's
I mean
really harsh.
you probably can. Like if you reach out to someone, I'm sure they'll unban you.
It's like, listen, we're just playing around. They weren't even detailed penises, by the way. It was really simple.
All right, enough talk about penises in this After Dark Splatoon discussion.
They were simple penises. That's all I'm saying. All right?
I guess.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. They're just little penises. It's fine, man.
It was a simple penis hidden in another image.
Oh, so professional.
So, I mean, wrapping up, we both love
Yeah.
Splatoon. You know,
Yes.
I've got some gripes. I think everybody has some gripes about the game. Like I said, I just feel like it's half finished, and in like 5 months, that won't be an issue. There will be a lot more stages. There will be more modes. I'm really looking forward to that mode where you have to try and navigate like a platform that moves on its own. Like, how the hell are you going to manage to do that?
I'm really looking forward to like the tower defense one. That looks.
Is
really
that the
fun,
one that
too.
I'm talking about?
I don't know if that's the one you're. Oh, that is the one you're talking about. Yeah. Where you like
yeah.
have to keep the platform. Yeah.
Yeah, and it moves to your base. Like, you have to get it to your base. Playing the Splat Zones mode, that is insane. Just keeping that like area. So I can only imagine how hard this is going to be.
Splat Zones is ridiculously difficult. Like
Yeah.
it's like in a good way. Like I'm happy it's difficult, but it's very difficult.
It's pure insanity. It's just constant death. For me, at least. But that just may be because I'm terrible.
Maybe you're not very good.
Oh, I will be, and I'm going to destroy you one day, Roger.
We'll definitely beat Andre though, for sure. Like unquestionably, we'll beat Andre.
We need to do it. Like, we definitely need to make this video happen with Andre.
Soon. It'll happen soon, for sure. Because this man's going around, I'm the god of Splatoon. Splattershot Jr. is the best thing in the game. Like, get out of here. No, man, it's not.
I'm linking this to Andre.
I will say, though, the bubble is really good. Like, the bubble, the secondary...
Oh, he uses that, too, and I hate it.
Well, that's, because it's the Splattershot Jr.'s thing,
I hate that, because it's like I'll be almost killing somebody, they'll activate the bubble, and it's like, well, I guess I'm screwed now.
Yeah, the bubble is really good, but I feel like the bubble is actually easily avoidable if you know the game well enough.
How do you avoid the bubble?
Just like, what you do is, if you see someone on the team has a bubble, you pre-plan paths, and you sort of shoot paths around the stage where you could very easily, like, maneuver and get out of them. That's what I've been doing.
How are you ever going to know that? How are you ever?
Well, you can tell, obviously, when you see someone run around in a bubble, you go, oh, I got to shoot to the side and escape really quick instead of going right after them.
Yeah, but they're going to see you go to the side.
Right, but obviously you mind game them and go to the other side then. Come on, man. You're playing like a scrub.
Maybe I'm going to join Andre's team.
Well, you can't because you can't choose what team you're on, Josh.
That's true. That's true. They got me.
That has to change with the future update.
Yeah, and it is going to in August. They already announced that.
Yeah.
So, Roger, I think we've kind of talked a lot about Splatoon here. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you?
Sure. As always, guys, you can find me, RogersBase, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Miiverse, and on YouTube. Please subscribe. I just hit 24,000 subscribers on YouTube. That was awesome, and I know a lot of those guys who subscribed were from TheBitBlock, so I really appreciate that. So, if you come to my channel via Josh's videos, let me know in a comment. Be like, hey, Josh brought me here. You're worthless without him. And then I'll know who you are. So,
So basically, I've earned my stay this E3.
yeah, for sure. You've earned it.
All right, Roger, thank you very much for chatting about Splatoon with me. I am sure we're going to talk about the game for the next foreseeable future.
I'm sure.
Is that your inkling talk?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right.